Hello, I'm Dennis Mcdonald. I'm your host today. This is A1 Telephone Service and Repair, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of what's going on today here at the shop. And this is a metal, kind of a French style type body princess phone, or French style phone, and this is all metal, kind of a cast pot metal type material. Says on the phone that the switch is bad, and we did open up the phone and we found this was all screwed down here. This little network was screwed down and has this plastic under it to protect the bottom of the circuit board from the metal here. And so this kind of fits on here like this. Somebody had taken this switch. We've got some of it back together now. Somebody took and had this switch all messed up, and they had actually pulled this arm lever. Was just hanging out of the switch. It wasn't even attached to the switch. But the switch is also loose. See that? The switch is also loose. So if you turn it over and you take a look at the solder joints, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. They are loose. So we're going to get a shot of me soldering that up. We need to solder that up. So I'm going to try to position this where you can see it. While I'm soldering it. Give you an idea of what that looks like. Kind of get everything ready here. We're going to solder that switch up. Now we want a lot of solder on this, because that solder is basically holding that switch in, and it keeps it, straight, and it barely had any solder on it, so it might have lasted a lot of years this way, but it just took that one time where somebody dropped the phone, or it just worked its way free. And so now it looks like there's plenty of solder on it. And that should hold it into place pretty good. So, and you want to check the board for any other solder joints. These all look good. If they don't look good, just touch them up. You can throw a little solder on your tip of your soldering iron. But they all look good. So now that's all done, and we probably want to get this phone back to normal. Put everything back together. Kind of one-handed here. Let's see here. We want to match this cap up how it went on, and push that all back together again. And that's kind of what you got. and then that gets bolted back down here. Somebody's worked on this phone over the years. They've got they've installed like a little modular port and brought their line in and just plugged it in. So it's not going to hurt anything. It's just that I don't think they did that from the factory. This phone probably was hardwired at one time. Probably was hardwired, and I guess that would be how that goes there. Yeah, let's see. We got some screws over here. Make sure we get that all back together like that. If I can ever get this washer back in there, we'll get that into place. Kind of hard to hold the camera and show you what's going on at the same time. Anyway, next thing we want to do is try to get these wires back the way they were. And there's our plunger. The ideal was that the plunger would come down and hit this switch arm. This is the rotary. Whenever you spin the dial, the flywheel in here turns and slows the dial down when it spins back, so it doesn't go boom, boom. It does it slowly. You know, you dial, it comes back, and that's your flywheel. But anyway, let's plug this in to the phone line here. And see what we got. Before we didn't have nothing. Phone wouldn't ring. And it looks like it's seizing the line now. I guess you can hear that on the handset. That's the dial tone. And I'll have to do a little video of it back together again because we're coming up about 10 minutes here, and you can't put more than 10 minutes on the video. But there you are. And we'll get back to you and do another little video with it finished up, and I'm going to shut this video down now so that we don't go over the time limit.